Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome back in our sanctuary. And boy, the light has changed in here. It's so fun to watch that happen. I'm Olivia. This is North Presbyterian Church in Williamsville, New York. And this will be a chair yoga class. So welcome those of you that are brand new to yoga. Don't worry, you'll be just fine. I encourage you to work where you can, find what feels good always, and if you are unfamiliar with postures, by all means, just watch first and then move in your range of motion, your own pace and your own space. If you have been in my yoga class before and are comfortable, maybe even moving the chair out of the way, by all means do so. Okay, grab some water. I invite you to take your shoes off and really connect with the earth. Free up your feet if you're in a comfortable place to do that. And I have a list of things to do for today. Count your blessings. Practice kindness. Let go of what you can't control. Listen to your heart. Be productive, yet calm. And just breathe. And let's begin on that note. So, out to the edge of your seat. Ooh, I have this nice seat like we use at church, what we use when we were having class here, so this feels pretty darn comfy to me today. Sit out to the edge of the seat. Let the shoulders roll around. Take a nice deep breath in. You are nowhere that you have to worry about exhaling through the mouth, so do that. Sometimes that feels good, doesn't it? Finally, the sun comes out. Finally, there's a sense of clouds being lifted. So let that joy happen inside as well. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. I like to press my hands down onto my thigh muscles a bit just to ground myself a bit more, help myself center. So if that works for you, fine. You want to take your hand on the heart, a little pressure there, that's fine. Find what feels good. And then as you begin to come back to your breath, become aware of how deep you are breathing. How long is that inhale? How long is that exhale? Can you make them the same pace? Take away that little catch in your breath. Breathing deep, oxygenating your cells, your tissues, your organs, preparing it for the work to come. Let's begin with some movement in the head. So tipping the head over, but almost as if you were going to listen to the ceiling with your ear. Drop the chin to your chest and come up on the other side and lift the ear to the ceiling. And then again. Two more. And last one. Come right back to center. Turn the gaze over the right shoulder and then over the left. So just moving only the head first, all right? And again. And back to the center, lift the chin up, drop the chin to your chest. Lifting the chin up and down. One more time. And down. And then keeping the eyes straight ahead, let's roll the shoulders. Nice. So let them lift up, and then just sort of let the arms kind of follow with them. Right? So the shoulders, the elbows. Ooh, a little crackling I'm feeling, as long as we have no pain, right? So your own space and your own pace. So if this movement doesn't feel so good for you, you maybe want to take a little bit smaller. You maybe want to take just one arm. Find it. Find what feels good. All right, now we're going to go back to front. So roll the shoulders back to front. Get that great stretch across your back. And again. One more time. All right, releasing down. So sit up nice and tall in the spine. We're going to try something here. What I want you to do is just take the hands towards the back, but I'm sitting up tall. But with that straight spine, leaning back just a bit and let the abdominal muscles fire on. Then come right back up. So I'm going to show you from the side. Just hinging back and then come forward. Almost like your shoulders were going to touch the chair behind you. Hinging back, belly in. Come on forward. Think long spine as you do this. Just a little hinge is all you need, and boy, you'll feel them fire on. And back. One more time. Yeah. And back. All right. Let's take the feet out wide. We're going to move a circle around here. So dropping the left shoulder down, drop the right shoulder down, around. Here's those abs firing on again. And then again, left shoulder, right shoulder, around, and back. Left shoulder, right shoulder, around, and back. Yeah. Ooh. One more time. And we're going to switch directions. Other way. So, right shoulder, left shoulder, and back. And those abs fire on just a little bit because you're leaning back just a wee bit. But keep that belly pulled in. Keep that spine nice and straight. And again. One more time. All right, walk your feet right back in, and let's lift that right foot from the earth. You can grab underneath it if that feels good to you. And a little circle in the ankle. All right. So swinging that leg up and right back in. So now I guess I would say you'd want to grab underneath. Yeah. Up and down. Two more. So working in that knee now. Yeah. All right, so now we work into the hip. So sitting up tall once again. And again, find what feels good. If it feels best for you to drop the leg and keep it low, that's okay. One more time. All right, out to the side, sit up nice and tall, return the gaze to the left wall. I'm going to take my left hand behind for a little support, but watch this knee doesn't buckle in, so keep it there, and if you need to hold that leg there with your hand, do so. Just a twist. All right, come on back. We go the other way. So I'm going to grab underneath. I think that's probably best. And then just working this knee right here, just some range of motion, out and in. Yeah. A lot of different sensations, I bet. And again. All right. So now we get into the hip. So I'm going to grab in the front or underneath the spine, and then just circling around. Again, you need to drop it down to the ground. That's okay. But sit tall. Keep that back straight. Head over heart over pelvis. Time. All right, then we leave it out to the side. Hand there if you need to. Sit nice and tall. Draw that right shoulder back, and we take the gaze towards the right wall. Yeah, I'm going to use my right hand on the back of the chair for a little support. My belly comes in, and we take this gaze towards the right. Breathe. All right, and back to the front. Walk back in. Deep breath. A forward fold, and halfway rise. Heart comes forward. And then put the sit bones back on the chair. Okay. When my heart comes forward, I tend to roll all the way forward on the sit bones. So put them back on the chair. We're going to reach back, squeezing the shoulder blades, palms to the earth. We're in seated airplane pose here. And we circle sweep, come into our chair pose. And arms come parallel, or they're here at the heart. That's fine. Breathing. Let's lift them. You can bend them if that feels better into our powerful pose. Again, tailbone, sit bone on the chair, and reaching up nice and high. All right, release back down. Now, we're going to take something here. I have an itch. And we're going to do it seated first, but then we're going to try to do it standing as well. So, hands right here at your heart. And I want you to imagine you have something here in your heart, and you're going to put it up on the top shelf. Yeah, we add a little twist to this. It comes back to the heart, and then you drop it down towards the ground. All right? So back to the heart, and we lift. Now, depending on your flexibility and your spine, that's what we're working on here. We take a deeper twist, or a little deeper, lower towards the ground. Okay? Keeping that breath nice and steady here as you do this. Again. And one more. All right, come back to the front. Let's just wash the wall in front. Okay. So we're going to do the other side. All right, and back to the front. And you may find you have different range of motion on this side. Okay, so here we go. You reach out. I'm sort of coming off of my right thigh right there. Reach, and then lower. Looking down if you'd like. All right? And again. All while you're doing this, you've got those abdominal muscles engaged here. Uddiyana Bandhi, we call it in yoga. It's the muscles around the torso. Joseph Pilates called that his powerhouse, or the powerhouse of muscles. So pull them in to support the spine. One more time. All the way up and down. All right, little shoulder roll. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Now, inhale, we halfway rise. Let's take the arms back in that airplane. Let the fingers reach towards the back wall. My shoulders come away from the ears, and then circle sweep, reaching into our chair pose. Nice. All right, all the way up. And hands down, feet underneath you. We're going to stand up, but we're going to take that inhale first to do this. Hands at the heart if you'd like. Deep breath in. Exhale, we rise up. All right. So let's get the feet in mountain pose. All right. So the heels are underneath the sit bones. Hands to the heart. Guess what? We're going to take some squats here. This is where you have to find your own range of motion, find what feels good, your own pace and your own space. So if taking a deep bend in the knees does not feel good for you today, then by all means, join me, but work where you need to, all right? So maybe you'll eventually work your way down to touching the back of the thighs on the chair. Maybe not, all right? Find what feels good. We squat down. All right. We'll take one more, and then coming right back up. Okay, I lied. We're going to do one more. Notice when you squat here, these knees come right straight ahead, right? Okay, so now we're going to add this to it, okay? So what I want you to do is reach up, back to the heart, and a little bit of a squat. Now, watch my knees aren't buckling this way. They're going to stay tracking over the toes still. So we inhale. And exhale. Now, if this is too much for you, by all means, sit right back down to the chair. Try it there, or just take it here, all right? We're going to do 4 more on this side. 3. These are activities of daily living, right? Out of the cupboard and down to the floor. I think 1 more. And down. All right, come back to the center. Shoulder rolls around. Come back to mountain pose. Settle in. Let the spine heal for a moment. And we have the other side to do. Okay, so again, work where find what feels good. Work at your own pace and your own space. Deep breath. Exhale. Notice my knees are still tracking over the toes. I haven't buckled over to the left. So ground through the feet. Yeah? Grab the feet onto the earth there. 2 more. Keeping that spine nice and flexible will keep you young. And 1 more time. And down. All right, nice deep breath in. Draw this line back and release back down. Okay. All right, let's grab a drink of water. Where'd mine go? And I'll meet you behind the chair. I'm coming back. Okay. So, come into our downward facing dog. Stepping back, just resting the hands. It's always there for balance, not for weight. Stepping the hips, feet back, so the feet are underneath your hips. Nice soft bend in the knees if you need it. Imagine somebody is pulling your hips back, right? So take that deep breath in. Nice exhale through the mouth, sigh, make a little noise. Nobody's around. And breathe. All right, take the gaze forward, step into the chair, and let's take some cat and cow. We'll stay right here behind the chair today. So I'm going to leave a little space between the chair. Once again, it's kind of like I'm pushing a grocery cart. Inhale, eyes up, heart forward. Exhale, soften the knees, round the spine. Look down towards the thigh muscles. Again, come right back up. Inhale, eyes up, heart forward. Feel a side body stretch. And exhale, we round. Again, inhale, eyes up, heart forward. And once again, we're not leaning onto the chair. I'm just really resting my hands. Most of my weight is on my feet. And round. 2 more. 1 more time. And exhale. All right, stand up nice and tall. Walk into the chair. A little shake out. All right. And then coming into our standing mountain pose, feet right underneath the hips. Yeah. Lift the heart. Oh, there comes the sun back. I mean, what a joyful sight today. So let that joy come inside. Let it out. Deep breath in. And then just come into that mountain pose for a minute. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Keep the chair handy if you need to. Breathe. All right, so we lift up that right heel, pressing the ball of the foot down. Scoot off to the side here. Press the ball of foot down into the earth. So give it a little pressure on it there. Still in mountain pose. Now we're going to hinge at the hip and shoot that foot back. Let's imagine you're squeezing the inner thighs together. Well, I don't mean imagine. I mean really do it. Squeeze the inner thighs together. It'll help you center. Let's take both arms up. Deep breath in. Leaning forward. Now, gets a little tough on the back, so if you need one hand on the chair, let's do this. If you're using one hand, let's use the hand that's the same foot you've got back. All right? So lean forward and pull back. Send the hands out in front, reach them up, and pull back. I'm still hinged forward at my hips, nothing changing in the low half. And here's one more, and now we're going to rise right back up, come into our high lunge. How'd we do? All right. Step that foot in just a little bit and ground it. Okay, so come away from your chair. Both feet are solid on the ground. Both feet solid on the ground. And so we're still in mountain pose here, but it's just staggered. Yeah? Nice, nice. Hands on the hips. Draw the elbows back. We're going to hinge forward at the hips. So maybe a little micro bend in that supporting knee. We hinge forward towards the chair. And then push on that front foot and let it drive you right back up. Okay? So again, and find what feels good with you and your breath. Yeah. So the back is really straight, that belly is pulled in, shoulder blades pressing together. We'll take one more. Focus on your breath. And exhale. All right. Take a deep breath in. And I'm going to push back away from the chair. Forward fold. Soften the knees. Halfway rise. The hands come to the quadricep muscles. Draw the shoulder blades back. Bring the belly in. Look back towards your toes by lengthening the back of the neck. And then as you bring the heart forward, we circle sweep. All the way back up. Circle back down. Back into the chair. Okay, we have another side. So what I want you to do is come from your mountain pose, lift the left heel, just press the ball of the foot into the ground. You feel the weight sort of waver a little bit and shift around. Tailbone comes down. All right, we're going to hinge at the hips and shoot that leg back. Keep the heel up. Come into our high lunge. High lunge. My heel is up. Arms come up. Oh, we took one at a time. Let's take both of them this time. So lowering back down and swing them back up. Get that bottom half of your body from the navel down. Very, very strong and firm. A little squeeze on the inner thighs. Draw the tailbone downward and really center and ground through the feet. Okay, here we go. We're going to hinge forward. This time you're going to use, if you're using a hand on the chair, let's use the left hand on the chair. Pull back, squeeze the shoulder blades, elbows behind you, shoot them forward. Again, pull back. I'm going to stay hinged in this position. Shoot them forward. Pull back. Shoot them forward. Here's one more time. Shoot them forward. We rise all the way back up. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to ground that heel, so bring it in just a little bit. Hands on the hips, elbows back, lift the heart. Bring that joy in, huh? Deep breath in and exhale. Use that toe and push right back up. Ooh, hamstring working there, right? Back of the leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, back up. Think about keeping those elbows back. They're going to want to do this. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. 2 more. Little micro bend in that supporting leg will help you do this. Last one. And push right through. All right, we draw this line back. We push back. A forward fold. I'll come back to you now. Halfway rise. And circle sweep. Pass through our chair pose. Okay, so look down. Be sure you can see your toes. I always have to move back a little bit here. So get the hips back and my feet are comfortably apart here. Reaching arms parallel to the ground. Couple of options. Parallel to the ground, hands at your heart, or maybe coming into powerful pose. Sink half an inch deeper. Sink half an inch deeper. And rise back up. Little baby back bend. That means lift the heart. And release back down. All right, shake out. Grab a drink of water. Ooh, that was a lot, wasn't it? Okay. Whoops. Lovely. Let's come back to our downward facing dog. We'll move from there. So stepping back, I need a little stretch in my hamstring muscles after I we just did that pyramid pose and push back up. Okay. All right, bend the knees, bring the hands back to the thigh muscles. Reverse swan dive back up. Forward fold, soft elbows, soft knees, halfway rise, and circle sweep, pass through our chair pose. And rise up. Okay, stepping in, step the feet wide. Let's move into our warrior 2 posture. I'm going to turn my toe towards the right toe, and left toe faces the front. Okay, you may even want to lift that left heel out a little bit more if that feels better to you, and sink into the knee. So knee comes over the ankle, back leg is straight. If this is too wide for you, by all means, bring that back foot in, but keep the knee over the ankle. Okay, that's key. All right. So opening the arms out. Let them reach to the side walls, okay? Now, you've got some shoulder trouble and one arm doesn't work. You need a little balance. It's there always, right? Rotate the palms up and down. Nice. So mostly in the elbows, a little bit in the shoulders. Yeah. 2 more. Last one. All right, deep breath in. And bring the hands into the heart. Let's hinge over towards the right. So now I have this straight line from the crown of the head all the way down to the heel. I'm going to release my left hand, That's my right hand. And shoot my left hand right straight up to the ceiling. So we're in extended angle, yeah? Look to the toes. Actually, check the knee and be sure you can still see your toes, all right? Look to the front, to your device. And then if you're feeling brave or if you need balance, use the chair. Turn the gaze towards the arm. One more breath. And then let's bring the hands back to the heart. We undo. Up again. And now we drop the left hand and turn the, look towards the arm first. Yeah. Nice. Look back towards the back heel. And then come on back to warrior two. Yeah. We're going to straighten that leg. That should feel good to you. And slide towards the left wall. Let the hips move to the right, and we windmill into our triangle pose. I'm just resting the fingers here. You can simply come up higher on the leg if that feels better to you. Use the chair if you need to. Lowering down, but let's just be careful about pressure on that knee and about putting pressure on the leg. So I'm really just touching my fingers here. You have to engage the legs. You have to squeeze the inner thighs together and pull the belly in. Nice, triangle pose. One more breath. All right, we travel back to warrior two. So you're going to bend that front knee right over the ankle. Hands to the heart. Nice. Let's take one hinge forward. So soften the knees, elbows back, just like they were before. Come right back up. A little chest expansion. Let's do this. 2 fists. Back here in the small of the back right there. Elbows back. Just lift the heart. All right. We have one more side. So stepping the feet out, turn the left toe to the left wall. Turn the right toe to the front. You may even want to look down towards your toes. Can you still see them? Is that knee still over the ankle? Look back to your device. Look skyward if you can. Hands to the heart. We unhinge. Right back up. Head over heart over pelvis. Watch this knee doesn't buckle in. So you decide how deep you have to take this. Reaching up, let that left arm drop. I'm sorry, that's the right arm. Turn the gaze. At any time you lose the balance, don't let that happen. Use your chair. Drop the chin, trace your collarbone all the way back to the back ankle. And then we're going to see if we can come back to our beautiful warrior two. Arms parallel, knee over the ankle, back leg straight. Smile. All right, we straighten that front leg. And here's our triangle pose. Slide, let the hips move right. You reach to the left, arms are still parallel, and then windmill. Wherever they land, they land. But just touching, please. Make those thigh bones work. Squeeze the inner thigh. Pull the belly in. One more piece. Lift the heart. Isn't that nice? One more breath. All right, we swing into our warrior two. So bend that knee. Hands back to the heart, toes to the front. Deep breath in. Draw that line back. And then release. Hands behind the back again. Now you may take that fist in the low back. Clasp the hands if that feels good to you. And lift the heart. We're going to take another hinge forward. Soften the knees and come right back up. All right. Walk, step, jump your feet in. Downward facing dog. And take the gaze over the chair, walking in slowly. All right. We still have to balance. So get yourself a drink of water. And come around to the right side of the chair. It's kind of my new favorite balance, are these moving postures. So today we're going to do a moving tree pose, okay? So come into our mountain pose first. And I say find your breath, because if you remember, you draw your attention back to your breath when you're balancing, it'll be a lot easier balancing than if you are, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fall. All right? So from here, let's use the chair first. I'm gonna slide my right foot back, toe turns out, just like as if I were in Warrior One. I'm not gonna worry about arms just yet. And here's your choice. You may slide the heel into the ankle. Reach it back. Slide it into the, or lift it maybe into the ankle. And again. Maybe you'll lift it up to the calf. And again. Maybe you'll lift it up and add an arm. And back. Maybe you'll lift it up and add 2 arms. All right, so there are all sorts of places to get off the train in this exercise, okay? It's about balance, it's about your breath, because that will help you do this. So we inhale. From the very first moment when you're just sliding in is just fine. But you find your tree pose and find the balance that you need to do your tree pose. Find the patience to work. Find the confidence to move in your tree pose. And then the last one, let's hold this. So whatever your tree pose is, wherever it is, find it. And with intention, put that foot right back down. All right, let's just turn to the chair right here. Take a little cat and cow for the back release. Ooh, inhale and exhale, round the spine. Just a little bit of movement for the back again. All right, and then the other side, okay? So same thing. Remember, so many variations. You can just slide that foot in. You may pick it up or let it press into the calf muscle, okay? But first, remember, it's about breath. It's about slow movement in your own, at your own pace and your own space. Find your mountain pose. All right, and begin when you're ready. Toe ball heel goes down to the back each time, okay? And then it slides right back in wherever you're going to work on your tree pose, okay? So here we go. We'll take 8 times together. Dragging the foot is just fine. And get to one, you feel comfortable, let's hold it. And with intention, we'll put that foot right back down. Mountain pose. Ta-da! Deep breath in. Forward fold, halfway rise. Exhale, circle sweep. Come into our chair pose. Hold for a moment. Let's sink a little bit deeper. Belly in. Be sure you can see your toes. One more. A little bit deeper. Rise back up. Release. All right. Shake out your legs. I hope you did well with that. That's some of my new favorite stuff, is moving in and coming to stillness And then again, moving in and coming to stillness. Okay, grab a drink, let's sit back down. Okay, out to the edge of your seat still, please, okay? We're gonna take that right leg out to the side and drop the left leg down towards the earth. Again, I'm gonna hold on to the chair. You don't have to, but I'm going to. And I'm gonna ratchet my foot out just a little bit. We're gonna work at getting a little stretch in this hip flexor right here. So draw the tailbone underneath you, and almost as if you're gonna lighten up on this leg, you know, maybe 10 pounds. So lighten up just a little bit, reaching that arm that's closest to your device, skyward if you can. And breathe. And then let it come around to the back. Maybe the thigh, maybe the back of the chair. Your call here. Breathe. And then release. Come on back to the front. And we'll go the other way, same thing. So back of the left leg, right knee drops down. And then I like to bring my leg back. Depending on your flexibility, this may be all you need to do is right there. And then draw the tailbone underneath you here. Sit nice and tall, lifting that arm skyward. And then try to lighten up on the seat here. So just a little pressure in the feet will help you raise up maybe a half an inch, but not off the chair, just up. And then around to the back. One more breath. And come on back. So let's get that nice hamstring stretch in here. We're gonna lift up on that right leg, and I'm gonna grab underneath the leg here. Now, drawing the knee up towards the heart or the shoulder, you may grab hold of the leg. Here's another option. Grab hold of the foot and let the knee come beyond. This is like seated half baby pose. So, you know how kids hold their feet. So you find what's going to work for you in this position. And then we're going to cross this over. Again, hip trouble, hip replacement, knee trouble. You know not to cross that midline. And probably many of these exercises for the legs right here, you have not been cleared to do that yet. So with this foot, I'm going to walk it out, heel, toe, and then draw the knee over top. Maybe you'll get a little stretch down that IT band that runs down the side of your leg. Maybe a little bit. It's not the best stretch for it, but maybe a little. Sitting tall. Let's take the hands behind and lift the heart. This is number 4, half lotus, sometimes pigeon pose. And pigeon pose, when we do this on the ground, means we puff our chest up. So lift the heart, like a pigeon does on a telephone wire. Release. Okay. Let's take that a leg over. We'll get just a little bit of a twist. Extend that arm back and all the way down. Come on back to the front. We have one more side to do. We're going to lift that leg up, draw that knee up towards the shoulder. Can grab here, can grab the foot, whatever works. This kind of would be like half archer pose too, I think, yeah. For those of you that know yoga. Okay, so here we go. Here's our half lotus. Number 4, pigeon pose. Hands behind the back if you can, and just sort of claw the chair there like a pigeon does. And inhale, elbows back, lift the heart, breathe into the heart, puff that chest up. All right, and let's take that leg over. Opening, oh no, we went up this way, right? And then release, and then just let the arms rest there. Draw that right or left, and then come on back to the front. Release that. Walk the hips back to the back of the chair. And then snuggle that pelvis in if you have that kind of chair. All right, and let's get one more finger and toe. Yeah. So circle the ankles, circle the wrists, wiggle the fingers and toes. Yeah. All right. And then lifting up. Drop the feet if you need to. I'm going to come away from the back of the chair here into what we call our L sit. Find a lot of length up here. Drop the shoulders. And then exhale, just release the hands and the feet back down. Go ahead and sit back into the back of the chair. Open your eyes wide. Don't move your nose, but turn the eyes to the right and the left and up, down the end of your nose, and then just scrunch your face up. And then just let it relax. Take a deep breath in, exhale, sigh, make a little noise, get rid of that stale air. Feel that front body just sink to the back body. Keeping your eyes closed, let's ponder the list for today. Count your blessings. Practice kindness. Let go of what you can't control. Listen to your heart. Be productive, yet calm. Just breathe. And on that note, take that nice deep breath in one more time. Wiggle your fingers, toes, and your hands to your heart. Drop your chin to your chest. Thank yourself for having the courage to click on this video, this live stream today. And I thank you all for your practice today. I hope your day is as beautiful as this one is here. Remembering a heart at peace shall give life to the whole body. Namaste. Thank you all for stopping by today. I hope I see some of you on the bike path today at 1 o'clock. It's such a gorgeous day. If I don't, then by all means, you get out and do something outside today. Thanks again. Bye-bye. I have to go upstairs and turn this off. And there's our sanctuary.